Okay, so 7th grade, we're doing some stuff today with shapes. So anytime shapes appear on your math board, there's two main words your teacher could be teaching you something about it. I could ask you to find the this or find the that. Does anybody remember what either of those words are from your earlier math lives, doing things? Find something for these shapes, what the instructions might be.
Like the area?
Area is one of those words. That won't be today's word, but that's coming. We will one day this year soon find the area.
Length and width?
That's true. I'll need to label the length and width, and we'll use those to find this other thing.
Perimeter?
Perimeter is correct. So today's lesson is about the perimeter. Can anybody remember or explain what perimeter is even about? What's it mean? How do you find it? Any memories of doing things in your previous years about perimeter? I'm sure it's in your brain somewhere. It's just a matter of retrieval. What's the perimeter about, anybody? Give you less of an open-ended question, like where is it, maybe? Or how do you find it? Are we like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing? What are we usually doing? Anything about it? Is that a hand? Not sure? Not sure? Yeah?
Don't you have to multiply each side of the shape and I think area?
You're thinking area.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stuck on area with that. Yeah, area we're going to multiply. Area is like a space inside a shape. So if we came up here to the front of my room here where I have tiles, if we came up here and counted all the tiles on my floor, you'd be finding the area of my floor. We're doing a different thing today. We're trying to do the perimeter. Can anybody think of how you find perimeter, what it means, some situation where you might need to figure out the perimeter and like go to Home Depot and buy something? Like what's perimeter for? No memories? How about on this one, if I told you, we'll work inside out. If I tell you the perimeter is 21, can somebody tell me any more about perimeter now?
Just add the length.
Yeah, we're going to add up all the sides. So that's how we do it. And then what's it figuring out for a shape?
Like the outline, like how big the outline is?
Yeah, I'll take that. That's a good answer. I'm going to say it in slightly different words, but yeah, that is the absolute right idea. It just finds the distance around a shape. So if you were in some sort of, if you went to downtown Pittsburgh and you were going to take a walk, and you left Point State Park here where the rivers are all meeting, and you walked this trail along that river, and then you cut through the city diagonally, and then you walked this path following the other river to get back to Point State Park, and you walked yourself a triangle walk. If you figured out your distance around the city you walked, that would be 21. That would be the perimeter. What would be another thing you might need to figure out, or your parents or family might need to figure out? Something to do with perimeter, and like go to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever and like buy something. Or somebody shows up to do a job at your house and it somehow involves them charging you money to do this job. Perimeter is involved. What kind of thing maybe could you be doing at your home, or your parents paying to do that would involve perimeter?
Remodeling stuff like flooring and all that?
Wouldn't be flooring probably, because the flooring would probably be more area, like counting the tiles. So if you're going to Home Depot and you're buying flooring and tiles and whatnot, that's more of an area job. Yeah, I'd say. If you were gonna like put you can see from where you are better, like these baseboards to go around the room, go buy baseboards. Yeah, you'd have to measure around the room and get yourself a perimeter figured out.
Or like a fence?
The fence is what I was thinking. Yeah, but that's the same. That's the same kind of ideas. You put a fence around your yard. You're going to need to show up at Home Depot and be like, I need 50 feet of fence, or whatever you need. But anytime we're trying to get around something, that's perimeter. Add up all the sides. So 21 is the answer for that one. Why is the answer for this one not 10?
Because there's two sides or three?
Yeah, there's hidden numbers. You can't just do the numbers that I, as the teacher or the author of the book, labeled. You have to do all of them. So if this is a 3 for a rectangle, there's another 3 hiding over there. And the 7 across the bottom, there's another 7 across the top. We need to add up everything that's there, not just everything that's numbered. So how much is the perimeter going to be off of that if we add every single number?
20.
That is going to be 20. If I go to do this, that's going to be another 20. Because everybody's 5, just yell, what shape is this? That's a square. Squares, they're all the same. Anybody know what this shape is called?
Is it a,
It's not a rectangle. This one's a rectangle. This one's kind of like a rectangle that got like a little bit tipped sideways. Rhombus is close. It would be a rhombus if all the sides were the same. A rhombus is kind of like a tipped over square. It's usually the way it's drawn. This actually is a rhombus the way it's drawn now, but if I tipped it over, it's still a rhombus also. It's a P, long P word. Parallelogram is what this is. Anybody take a shot on what the perimeter is for that one?
The other side is probably like 6. Maybe it's 5.
It's another 5. If this is a 5 diagonally, that has to be another 5. Top has to be another 10, I'd agree. And there's 2 answers that people could yell, one of which is right and one of which isn't. Do you have a shot at it?
30.
You say 30. What's another number? Anybody think another number's possible other than 30?
24?
34 might be possible. The question is, should you or shouldn't you count the 4? So here's the rule. It's the distance around the shape. So is the 4 going around the shape? No, it's like a shortcut through the middle kind of number. So is it 34 or is it 30 then?
30.
It is 30. 4 doesn't count. Don't count shortcuts through the middle, just count your way around, and it is 30. One more little tidbit, but before I do the tidbit, does anybody have a question about the idea of perimeter? Then here's your other tidbit, and it's a small thing, but it's a super important thing. You can't show up to Home Depot and be like, I'm building a fence, I need 20. What other thing would you have to say? 20 yards, or maybe it's 20 feet. I doubt if it's 20 inches, you know, the smallest yard in the history of anything, but maybe you're building a fence for your dollhouse or something, I don't know. If the shape doesn't have any words on it, you don't have to do words on it, because there's no way for you to guess that. But if I tell you that this is centimeters, you need to say centimeters. And I'll treat that on quizzes like the dollar signs. I'm just expecting you to see those on there. I would give you half a point. So if they pop over here and say that this is miles, and you've got like a really big ranch or something that you're putting a fence around, I'd expect you to say miles. If I tell you that it's inches, I'd expect you to tell me inches. But again, if I tell you nothing, just tell me nothing. If all I give you is numbers, you just give it back to me the way I gave it to you. If I give you a unit, a measurement system, I want it back, but if I don't give it to you, if the book doesn't give it to you, we're not going to just guess. Question about idea for perimeter? So not yet, but soon. The homework we're going to work off of this is on 17. On page 17, there's an ABCDE part with shapes, and then as always, there's the good old-fashioned 1 to 25. But for now, we'll just cut off this video and call it a day.